So, hello YouTube. Today we start a new immersion 100% in English. I'm here with Luis, Carlos, and Iago to talk about emotions, né? About the move Inside Out, exploring how we understand our brain. So before we start, I would do a quick introduce how TNT works. So TNT is a platform to develop your language skills. And within the platform, we have English, Spanish, French, Italian, Mandarin, and soon German. So our philosophy is don't correct the others, be respectful, and the main point here to practice your speaking and have fun, do a network. So here's a safe place to practice. Just enjoy the conversation. And remember, I'm not English teacher. I just a student facilitator in search of my fluency in the language, just like you. And I think it's important to say that everyone here wants to talk, to practice English. So it's good to respect your colleagues' time, speaking at time. And if you want to help with some words, some things, you can put it on the chat, okay? So, like I said before, this is a ESM immersion, but I will guide this conversation today. And my name is Suelen. I'm 28 years old. I live in a small city in Rio de Janeiro with my family. I have a degree in human resource and a post-graduation degree in organization psychology. I'm here on Talk Talk since 2021, and last year I became a hostess. And in my free time, I like to go out with my friends. Sometimes I hiking, and I think that's it about me. So, Iago, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Iago. I'm 28. I live in Apoiarés, a small town in Ceará. I work as an instructional designer and I have 7 cats in my house. I love to read in my free time. I like to work out too. I go to the gym basically every day. And I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you for your sharing. Luis, how about you? You're mute.
Sorry. Hello, everyone. My name is Luis. I'm 44 years old. I am from a small city in the middle of Brazil called Campo Grande. I am a data analyst, and in my spare time, I like to listen music, a lot of music, I like to play as well. And in my spare time, I like to watch movies and relaxing.
Okay, thank you, Luis, for sharing. Hello, Luis. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi guys, I'm Louise. Actually, sorry I'm late. I'm 27. I'm a technology student and I work with strategic marketing. I love working out too, going to the gym and stuff. I love running and yeah, love coffee too.
Okay, so let's start with the question. So, Luis, I will start with you. So, have you ever watched Inside Out? What did you think about it?
Love it, love it. One of my favorite animation movies. I love the characters. I love the main character. I think she's like brilliant, and I don't know. Uh, I love that they make the second one, which is like great with a teenager point of view and uh, a little. I don't know. I identify myself sometimes with her, even though I'm an adult and she's like 14. And I love it. Yeah, it's a great movie and a great topic.
Yeah, this is amazing. I don't watch the second move yet,
You need
but
to, it's great.
the first one I watched it, and the first one I love it. Okay, thank you, Luis. Luis, how about you? You already watched it?
Actually not. I not watched yet this animation because I am a very fan of animations. But I did read a lot of very good reviews about the movie, and I heard a lot of podcasts discussing the main subject of the movie, and I hope one day I'll watch this movie.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Iago, and you?
Yes, I have watched the movie and I love it. I think that I prefer the first one than the second one, even though I don't know, I think that anxiety it's a little bit annoying for me. The character is it's annoying, but I think that it's the point of the character. But I really like the first one, and I think that it's very educational how we can understand the emotions, how we deal with our emotions. It's very easy to understand. Of course, it's made for children, but I think that as we grow older, we still might have some difficulty to put the right names in our emotions. So I think that in some ways it can help us, even though we are adults.
Yeah, thank you, Iago. I think about my point of view about this movie. I like it, like I said before to Luisa. And when you talk about the anxiety, I think anxiety is a annoying thing, you know. And I think I just watched some not watch but saw some short videos on the social media, and I think anxiety act like that in our lives, you know. So I think they could express so much their role in the move. That's it. So let's go to another question. So Iago, I'll start with you. So what's your favorite emotion for the movie and why? I think anxiety is not.
Yeah, anxiety is too annoying for me. Also, happiness, she's annoying a little bit too. I don't know. I think that I like the sad one. She's I don't know. I think that she's relatable.
Mm-hmm.
I like her. Um, yeah, I think that I like her because she's relatable. Also, I don't know how is nojinho in English. Is gross? I think not.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't know.
discuss.
Disgusting, disgust. Yeah, I think that it might be that name. Uh, I like her too because she's like a diva for me.
Yeah. This character is the second move, the
No,
disgusting. The
they
first?
all are in the first. Yes,
I don't remember.
I
Okay.
think that in the second movie it's all about anxiety, and I think that it's three more emotions, but I don't remember which are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and about you, Luis, you don't, not see, not watch this video yet, but I think probably you saw some videos, short videos and things like that in the social media. So, or maybe know some characters. So, what's your favorite emotion about this move?
As I don't know.
Go ahead.
Uh, Sorry, I don't know if I'm able to talk about a specific one character, but I really do love a lot of how Disney and Pixar makes your various characters, and I think I will like someone, you know.
Okay, thank you for sharing. And Luisa, how about you?
My favorite one by far is Jealousy, because she's like so tiny, and I love the voice of Ayo Edebiri. I think she's like a great comedian. Love her, and she plays the scene with the gay panic. So I think it's like beautiful, and I see her as a gay kid. I don't know, but the sadness is so relatable. Yes, I agree, because I don't know. She's like wise, I think,
Mhm.
and I'm like her sometimes. Like she's so calm, and she's little, and she's like a little blue ball. I love her. It's like, I don't know, it's warm for me. The blue color on her representing sadness.
Yeah. I was saying it because people say that blue color is a sadness thing, and they put it on the movie, you know. So this is really wise. Okay, so let's go to another question. So, Luis, do you think Inside Out explain emotions in a way that is easy to understand, maybe for our children or adults, in your point of view? You,
Are
Luis.
you asking for me or Luis?
Luis.
Sorry.
Okay. I don't know because my reference to the movie was begin again. Uh, in the time when the movie was in the premiere period, I listening a lot of podcasts talking how the movie was very clear in explain all the emotions in a very easy way to understand. Because was a lot of podcasts about psychology and things, and every podcast was talking about the movie and the development of the characters and the subjects related about of uh, de cada personagem.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree with you because I remember when this movie was starred. I don't know how to say estrelado, né? And I remember that my psychologist said about this movie to me, and I didn't watch this movie yet. And when I watch, I understand all the things that he talked to me on the therapy, you know, because they know he's have the characters in his room. I think in this room, and they show to patient. I think this is patient about the emotions and about the feelings about with these characters, you know. And this is so amazing. I think this is the easier way to explain about the emotions. So, Luis, do I agree with Luis?
Yeah,
What do you think?
totally. And I agree with the color thing and the form thing, I guess. Like anger is like in a square shape. Like she's like a square. She has like he of actually has a square mind, and disgust is like in the form of a broccoli, and she's green. And anxiety has like the crazy hair. I love the form too, and I think it's very. I don't know. You can understand very easily, and to explain emotions, I don't know, I think it's more complex sometimes, like a spectrum, the emotions, but the feelings, it's all there. So I think it's very clear about the feelings.
Yeah, and about that I said before to Luis that it's easier to children understand about these emotions or feelings. What do you
Yeah,
think?
maybe because it represents like its whole personality of the characters.
Mhm.
So the anger is like she's tiny in a square form, and she's like so kind of rude, explosive. So I think it's very clear for the kids. And yes, yes, especially joy and sadness
Mhm.
is the
Yeah.
easiest one.
Yeah, I think about the anxiety, I think is the most of the movie is the better because I think when the anxiety appear in the movie, I think everyone understand this
Yeah,
emotion, you know,
yes,
because it's so clear when
yes.
this would happen. So Iago, and how about you?
Yes, I say exactly this when I answer the first question because I think that is very, it can be very educational for kids or even us uh, to understand better the emotions. As Luis said, of course, our emotions are between a big spectrum and we can feel a lot of things different and but I think that when we see that on a movie, I think that it's easy to put the name on our feelings. And you talk about anxiety, and I was thinking that anxiety works in a lot of layers. And the movie explained just that how anxiety will put on every level until reach the top. It's really nice how they explain the anxiety on the movie.
Yeah, until freaking out, you know, because it's the top of the top. Okay, thank you, Iago, for your sharing. So, Louise, sorry, Louise, do you believe emotion like sadness can sometimes be helpful? Why or why not?
Yes, of course. Why? I don't know why. Yes, it's important for us to understand, I guess, to understand how to identify sadness or difficult like feelings like depression, melancholic feelings. It's important, and like there's everybody says that sadness is important so we can experience happiness. I think it's a cliche, but it's very wise for me to think that way. And yes, I think it's a process. It's like a everyday thing, feeling a little bit sad. Of course, we have to warm ourselves to understand when it's like it's not helpful or it's kind of, I don't know if it's dangerous. It's the word, or to be careful with this feeling, to understand and to learn how to share, how to talk about it, even in therapy or family, friends. And yeah, for me, it's important, of course.
Yeah. And about you, Iago, do you think this pass through? I think about these emotions can help us to maybe resolve some problems, resolve some feelings and emotion along the day or the life?
I think that maybe happiness and enthusiasm can be things that can make things easier, but that's not the feeling that we have all day because we can be frustrated, we can be sad. And I really agree with Louise, how she said about that we need to be aware of our emotions and be aware of how the negative feelings, the sadness, or how these things can be negative in our life because okay, it's a feeling that we all have and we have to deal with it maybe in a daily basis, I think, because we all can feel these mixed feelings all day. Um, but I really think that we need to be aware of how these feelings works in our day, because if we are feeling most the sadness, maybe it's a problem that we passing through and that will pass, but sometimes can be a sadness that we don't understand really why, and we need to understand that. So, um, Yeah, I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, sorry, you answer. Okay, so thank you, Iago. Luis, and about you? Do you believe these emotions like sadness can sometimes be helpful or not?
Yes, yes. Every time that a feeling appears in our life, pop up in our life, very suddenly, for instance, I think that is like a signal that something is wrong with your life. No,
Mhm.
so it's very important to look inside this feeling, and you need to analyze and try to realize if it's a good thing for you or not. Because
Mhm.
sometimes you are sad because you need to fix something, or you are very happy and it's not is you can make make some bad joys, this kind of things. No.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's right when you have to throw beside these feelings, this emotion, because like Iago said and Louise said as well, all the time you aren't in a good emotion, in a good humor all the time. So you need to pass to through this emotion, maybe to, like you said, to fix something, or maybe to understand you, because I think when you do a self-reflection about you, about your life, you understand a lot of things, a lot of emotions, and you can be better in the future or maybe in the present. So I think this is good. So I believe it's sometimes suffer these emotions is good for your mental health, for your body. So because sometimes I don't know how to say that in English, a gente reprime our emotions, and like Iago said, we just um put out happiness and the excited emotions, and about the bad emotions, like we said, we don't like to show to another person, to another people. That's it. So let's go to another question. Thank you, Iago. Um, let me see, Luis, can you yeah, I think it is it. Can you inside out teach adults, sorry, something new about emotions? If yes, what?
I guess the I don't want to give any spoilers for those who didn't watch it yet, but the anxiety crisis scene or panic attack, we can call it as panic attack, I guess. I guess it's very important for adults to understand, to see in an animation, to understand their children's or themselves sometimes, because I don't know, sometimes we tend to say that this can be drama, or I don't know, repressed, repress this feeling. And I think it's very important for us to see that on a screen, on a film, on a Disney Pixar movie. It's very important to understand that situation when it happens in Miley, I forgot her name, head. It can happen to us, to our children, and we can learn how to help them, how to help ourselves. And I think it's something that I showed my mom, for example, for her to understand what she doesn't experience sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like you said, I think all the movies, Disney movies, teach you something, about the animation. And I love to watch animation, not because they can teach us something, but because I love to watch cartoons and animation since I was a child. And nowadays that I have a perception of something, I can understand the things that I can't understand. I couldn't understand when I was a child, you know. So like this movie is a great thing about to improve your emotions, you know. And the another moves explain a lot of things but that we don't understand about the King Lion and other moves teach us a lot of things, you know, about the life. So I think this is so good to understand. So Luis, how about you?
Well, I am a very big fan about all the things that I have watched from Disney. I grew up watching all everything about Disney. So I think that the power of storytelling that Disney has is very powerful. And for instance, I grew up in a generation that wasn't common talk about feelings. So a movie or a book or a cartoon is very important for everyone because feelings are very important piece of our life that everyone needs to understand to have a better life, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think nowadays, people used to say that nowadays, talking about mental health is a trend, you know, and it's viral. But I think it's not because nowadays we have the access to understand our feelings, like you said, because in your I don't know how to say that time, maybe they these things about the mental health and maybe self-reflection don't didn't was taught didn't oh my god, I don't know how to say that. Me embolei, mas não era falado. So nowadays it's common to talk about it, you know. So and some places, some house, people don't talk about it, you know, because I think when parents raising their children about men, the boys, they teach that boys don't cry, you know, and you grow up with it, and when you stay in adult life, you repress. I think that's it. We have repress your feeling and your emotion. So this is so bad because I think because that people give up to go to the therapy and treat their mental health, you know, things like that. So Luis, do you like to add something? No?
No.
Okay, thank you. So Iago, and you, what's your opinion about this question?
Yeah, I think that we can learn a lot from how the emotions are portrayed on the movie. Um, but I think that, as I said, how anxiety works on the movie is very self-explaining because you can remember of some moments that your brain worked just like that. You know, just putting a thing on another thing on another thing on another thing, and leading on this chain of thinking to a panic attack or something similar. It's really self-explaining, and yeah, I think that it can help to understand better what we feel when we feel and how um, these things interact in our mind, you know?
Yeah, I got it. So thank you, Iago, for your sharing. So, Iago, start with you, the next question. So, do you agree with the idea that all emotions have a purpose? Why or why not?
Yes, I totally agree. I think that every emotion that we feel, they have a purpose. Um, Maybe sometimes I think that we need to feel the emotions that we have, but we can allow them to dominate us, you know. Of course, that's a thing that I think that we only learn when we know a lot ourselves, and that's a thing that it comes just, I don't know, probably with years of therapy. I'm in therapy for 3 years, I think, and I don't know when I will get. I don't know how to say alta in English. I I don't know. Because we always find things that we need to work out, you know, situations, emotions, things that happened in the past and we only dealing right now. And I think that every emotion has a purpose, but we have to be careful so they don't own everything, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. I never had a alta in my therapy because all the time I need something to talk or to resolve in my life. But this is so strange because my friends have a alta in her therapy, and I think, oh my God, if something happened in my life, what I resolve? Okay, I understand the meaning of the alta because you don't need to put all your problem in your therapy because you need to resolve it by yourself, you know. You don't have to all the time, oh my God, what I do if I don't have a therapy, you know. And I think this is the meaning of alta, but medical release. Oh, this is so a word so long. But yeah, so it's for me don't make sense, but I understand the purpose of this situation. And sometimes I try to absorb that what I learn in on the therapy and put it in my life to use in the future or in my life, you know. So, Luis, how about you? What do you think about this question about number 7?
Well, I totally agree. I am on the same page about Iago said before, and sometimes when I am having experience, for instance, when I am very sad, I try to understand the reasons, the whys, and if it is related with my body, for example, because I don't usually I don't have. A good night sleeping. You know, I don't sleep very well usually. And sometimes I try, well, I'm sad because I didn't sleep well, and this kind of things, you know. And I am a data analyst, and sometimes I like to to read about how these things like hormones and how our biological body um, is related about our mental health, you know, and it's very there's a lot of correlation, you know, and yes, I totally agree with the question number 7.
Yeah, we have to have a balance in your life about our emotions because if you don't have it, our emotion, I don't know how to say that, nos consomem. That's it. Thank you, Luis. So, Luis, how about you?
I totally agree with the balance that you've just said because we can see in the movie when Joy understand that Riley's need like this emotional balance to grow, and by like embracing all emotions, I guess, not just happiness or just anxiety or just sadness, and they all play a role in the movie. Like they all control her, or like in double things, like disgust when she don't like something, and anger or fear when she's in danger. So I think all emotions has a purpose of course, and the balance that you just said, it's like perfect for me, and we can see in the movie too.
Yeah, and when you talk about it, I remember because I think this question talk about not about the only the emotion, because when you have a trauma, you bring these emotions, and the purpose is the trauma, and that you had true about this trauma. So I think you have to have a balance and go to the therapy to treat it, because if you let the emotions increase inside you, you maybe get a crazy, so I think it's important to treat it. Okay, so let's go to number 8. So Luis, how does the movie show the importance of teamwork between emotions? I think you didn't watch it. I don't know if you will talk about this. If you can, you talk about these questions. So
Yeah, I don't watch the movie yet, but I do believe that when we are talking about emotions, balance is the first thing that you need to talk, because it's very uh, it's very strange when you have in your everyday life friends and colleagues of work who are clearly unbalanced about their feelings. And I think you need to balance every time, because when you are in the middle of people who are very happy every time, or you are inside of a guy who who is very sadness every hour, is very bad as well. Balance is the word.
yeah, yeah, no, he's very best. Okay, thank you, Luis. How about you, Luis?
I agree. I love my rede de apoio. But in the movie, we can see that when they join, like in doubles, I don't know, duplas, they create another emotion. Like, and you can understand by the animation that sometimes anxiety can be fear in a shape of anxiety or even anger. Like anger can be like a consequence of fear, or I don't know. And you can see like insecurities and delusional thoughts sometimes, and it can be like a mix of these feelings. So it helps us to understand, it helps us like a tool to understand the, I don't know, the meaning of these feelings, not the meaning, but what create this feeling. So I guess in the movie, the fear is like best friends with anxiety. So it's like, so it's all explained in the movie. So yes, it's like an insight for me to, when I saw this, it's like, of course, anxiety is just a form of fear. It's just insecurity, maybe. Of course, for every people, every individual is different, but it's like very clear what the concept is of the team work in Inside Out.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you because I think this is very good, and the movie put it, and they can express, I think, more in the movie these things. But I don't know if in the future will they will I don't know how to say that in English, but fazer o filme 3, né? But they can explore these things, I think this is was good, will good, will be good. Thank you, Luis. Iago, and you.
Yeah, I agree. I was remembering that in the second movie, when anxiety takes over everything, how the other emotions work so they can reclaim that place again. And I really don't know how I really don't know how to put in words how our emotions can interact. I think that they interact in some ways because we can feel a lot of things in the same time. But I really don't know how this interaction works. For me, it's something that I can't put in words because I don't know. I don't know how to explain, but I think that that we that our emotions, our feelings, they are always interacting and creating new things, new memories, how we relate to others, how we relate to the things that we like, the things that we don't like. I think that all of this is a result of all this interaction. It's not just a result of one emotion that we feel in that we felt in one specific time. I think that how we create this is a lot of mixed feelings and emotions. I really don't know.
Okay, thank you, Iago, for your sharing. So, Louise, if you could add a new emotion to the movie, what would it be and why?
Um, I don't know. Maybe fear of speaking in public. My biggest one. Guilty pleasures. I think it's great to see the illustration. I love nostalgia, by the way. There's a little old woman playing nostalgia on the movie. It's so cute. And maybe guilty pleasure, ambitions. Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
great one. Let me see. Yes, that's that's all I have to say. It's my feelings, feelings that I want to express sometimes. I love
Yeah,
embarrassment. I love embarrassment. I love that he used like a sweater.
Mhm.
So he's very cute. I love embarrassment.
Yeah, I think embarrassment is like you said, is like a teamwork to anxiety
Yes,
because when you are anxious, you swear and things like that, you know. So
like a fusion. Yes.
yeah. Thank you. Luis, how about you?
Oh, I don't know if it had a character with síndrome do impostor, something
Mm,
like.
this is good one.
I think this is one, and another probably it will be like a dream about impossible things.
Hmm. Yeah, no, this is a good one. I like it. Thank you, Luis. And you, Iago, what do you choose?
I was saying a list of emotions because I couldn't think about anything. Um, but I don't know what new emotion. I think that I don't know, maybe a character very delusional about things. Uh, to I don't know because I think that everyone knows a person that is very delusional, that it's always dreaming about things and impossible things. I think that it will be fun.
Yeah, this is a good one as well. I don't know about me. I think he adds a guilty as well because I think sometimes I feel like bad because that the things that I didn't do, and this is a crazy thing. But yeah, I think that's it. So okay, guys, let's go to the number 10. Let me see. Yeah, well, how do you feel about the idea that memories can change over time, as shown in the movie?
I think that is very accurate because sometimes we can be very attached to some memories and they are not. Mm, and we can distort some memories too over time. Some things that happen, maybe something that happened when we were young and we remember as a nice thing as we grow old, it can be maybe a source of a trauma sometimes, you know. Um, but I think that our mind can change a lot of things and the memories that we have. Um, yeah.
Okay, thank you for your sharing, Iago. Luiz, how about você? How about você? How about you?
Love it. Yes, just I guess it can change over time, especially trauma things, and I don't know, things that our inner child used to deal with and didn't know how to deal with trauma, or I don't know, fear situations. And us as an adult, we can understand now sometimes. We were talking about therapy, so therapy helps a lot with healing our inner child, because we used to understand things like in a different way, not like, I don't know, not like with less meaning, but in a different way, with innocent point of views, innocent perspective, I guess. So we can understand now, so we understand our parents and maybe our children. So yes, I think memories we can change the way we deal with and the way we understand it.
Okay, thank you, Luiz, for your sharing. And you, Luiz.
Well, firstly, how about você é um bom nome de podcast, hein? Muito bom, aliás. Well, in the last Wednesday, me and Iago, we was talk about Christmas, right, Iago? Last Wednesday, and I had a great memory from my childhood, and I went to my parents' home, and I was remember that memory, and was very amazing. But I have the conscious that I I add some special things, and I think that's this kind of things happens in the real life.
I was about to
Oh
say that she was
no.
frozen for
Oh
me.
no.
Uh,
Uh,
I don't know if you guys saw it, but Disney just released like a TV show about the Dream cast, about the Inside Out, like the Dream Makers. I went to
no,
watch it. So
it's like making off, something like that.
yes, a spin-off of the making of. Yes.
Oh, I will look out.
That wasn't stable. But Luiz, you already answered?
Me
Yeah.
or Luis?
Luiz.
Oh, sorry.
No, no problem. It's Sims, I think, your names. But so let's go to the number 11. So the last questions. So Luis, I'll start with you. How might Inside Out change the way parents understand the children's emotions?
well, I do believe that's one of the functions of the function about a piece of art like move books. It's always an opportunity to create relationships. In this case, we can open a door to talk about feelings in a good way with children because, well, like I said before, in my generation, didn't have this kind of opportunity to talk with your parents about your feelings, And I think that's because I'm a very fan of moves and this kind of things, and it's a great opportunity. You can create a very strong opportunity to talk about feelings and make a very a very lovely environment for your family.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you, Luis, for your sharing. Iago, and you?
Yes, I think that it can help the parents to understand better the child's mind. But yeah, I don't know. I think that the parent needs to be aware how the children are feeling because we know that some parents can be very, I don't know how to say that, but I forgot totally. But yeah, I think that's it. I forgot
Yeah,
what I was about to
sometimes
say.
depends of the
Yeah,
parent. Yeah, I think some parents can learn with these movies, and others can't. Didn't learn with this movie. So thank you, Iago. Luis, how about you?
Yes, I think it helps us to understand that the children, a kid, they don't know how to express the feeling in words, just in actions or even, I don't know, sounds. And it's our responsibility to help them, to guide them, to understand their emotions and to deal with it. But I don't know, sometimes we don't know ourselves, even ourselves, we don't understand a whole spectrum of these emotions. So I think it's important for us not to be like, to put ourselves in a place like that we know everything, that we understand everything, that we hold the truth or something like this, and we can learn together. So the film is very educational, even for adults and kids, and adults dealing with kids or dealing with other adults. So yes, I think it can help, but we can learn together, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Louise. Guys, our time is over. So I would like to thank you to attend this immersion. This is the Yasmin immersion. And yeah, I think that is you would like to say something.
It was
Yeah.
great. Thanks, Yasmin, for the topic because it was
Yeah.
so fun to discuss it.
just a
Yeah, I
quick
love it.
question. What's your favorite animated movie or series? I don't know.
Mine.
Yes, everyone, quickly.
About this series, I love The 100, and about the animation. Animation, I don't have a favorite one because I love all animation. I love to Looney Tunes, I love Scooby-Doo and things sorry, cartoons. But animation, I love yeah, Lion King, Little Stitch and things like that. So I watch all the movies, animation and the cartoons. That's it.
I love all of them too, but my favorite maybe it's Ponyo. Ponyo is my favorite,
Mhm.
and Steven Universe, my favorite one
Yeah, it's a
of
good
all
one.
time.
I like it. How about you, Luis?
Well, I like a lot of stranger animates and the motion graphics, like animation from the 80s, from Hungary, from the old Soviet movies. And I love Dragon Ball, the first saga as well.
Cavaleiros dos Zodíacos is good as
Uh,
well.
I was old very when, but I love Dragon Ball. And I
Yeah,
love animation. I love stop motion, and I love experimental things in design and motion design and animation.
yeah, this is good. So thank you guys so much for this immersion and see you in another immersion, okay? Bye
Thanks,
bye. Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.